Well, hi there. Warm welcome. You're watching Blueprint Explosive Exclusive with me, Meghna Deka. Well, it is a clear and unambiguous vindication of India as a model of coexistence of multiple faiths. Well, the chief of the Muslim World League, one of the top voices in the community, has hailed India for its tolerance and cooperation. This statement is significant since it comes on the back of several opposition leaders led by Rahul Gandhi who have said that minorities in India are under attack. They were quick to latch on to the disparaging comments by the former American President Barack Obama, but they will not take note of this vote of confidence. Listen in to Al-Issa calling Indian Muslims an invaluable component of the Indian society.
من أجل هذه الأهداف المشتركة نتواصل مع شركائنا في جمهورية الهند. ونحن من القديم في عالمنا الإسلامي نسمع.
And we know that the Muslim component in the Indian society is also a very important component, and it's Muslim components in the Indian society. They are proud of their of nationality, that they are Indian national, and they are proud of their constitution. And here, the religious awareness plays a very crucial role. It should be taken, the religious awareness, as a tool for coexistence, as a tool to promote tolerance, as a tool for cooperation, and as a tool for enrichment to further the cooperation between the different elements of the society.
In fact, underlining the point, NSA Ajit Doval also has said that Islam holds a unique and significant position of pride in India. Listen in.
India, the world's largest democracy and the mother of democracies, is a land of incredible diversity. In your talk, you elaborately mentioned about diversity as a fundamental trait of our existence. It has been a melting pot of cultures, religions, languages, and ethnicities which have coexisted in harmony for centuries. As an inclusive democracy, India has successfully managed to provide space for all its citizens, regardless of their religious, ethnic, and cultural identities. Amongst its numerous religious groups, Islam occupies a unique and significant position of pride, with India being home to the second largest Muslim population in the world.
Well, despite the vote of confidence from the Muslim world, the opposition, however, is not convinced, accusing the BJP of divide and rule policy.
हमारे देश में किसी भी धर्म का व्यक्ति हो, किसी भी जात का हो, सबकी एक साझी विरासत है जो हमारा सम्मान और अभिमान है। लेकिन अंग्रेजों की गुलामी करने वाले लोग अंग्रेजों की ही भांति देश में बांटो और राज करो की राजनीति पे काम कर रहे हैं। वो चाहते हैं देश में समुदाय और संप्रदाय को बांटा जा सके और उस पे वो अपनी राजनीतिक रोटियां सेक सके। लेकिन हमारा देश इस बात को समझ चुका है और ऐसे दलों को बाहर का रास्ता दिखाने वाला है।
In fact, let's remind you how Rahul Gandhi led the Islamophobia attack which resounded in the echo chambers of the opposition. This is what Rahul Gandhi had said during his visit to America.
It is felt most strongly by the Muslim community, okay, because it is done most directly to them. But in fact, it is being done to all minorities. I can guarantee you that the same way you are feeling attacked, I can guarantee you my Sikh brothers are feeling the same thing. I can guarantee you my Christian brothers are feeling the same, sisters are feeling the same thing, right? I can guarantee you the Dalit community is feeling the same thing, tribal community is feeling the same thing. You cannot cut hatred with hatred. It's impossible.
Well, in fact, let's go across to our panelists. Joining us today on the show, Shalini Ali, the national convener of MRM. There's Syed Jawad, political analyst. Also, Professor Atikur Rahman, a political analyst. Professor Atikur Rahman, I'm going to come to you first. Now, you have the vindication coming in from the man who's the head of the Muslim World League. He himself has said that tolerance is one of the tools which has ensured inclusivity and diversity in India. Can you continue, and can the others who have said that Muslims are under attack continue to raise that bogey of Islamophobia?
Meghna, do you really mean that we are continuing with the Islamophobic bogey? You know, the vindication coming from the high-profile people from the Arab world indicates that there is a perception made by the government of India which is very, very positive. We do not, disconnect with that element of positivity which the Indian government is posing before the Arab world. But is that not a disconnect between what is a perception and what is a reality in India with the minorities? Is it not true that the minorities, mainly the Dalits, in the past 15 days, every day we have seen how the Brahminical people are making the Dalits licking their feet and even peeing on them?
Shameful incidents, truly, Atikur Rahman. But one would say that it would be cutting across several of the other communities as well. Because at the end of it, if Muslims really felt that they were under attack in India, would India have the second largest Muslim population? In fact, let's show you some of these statistics there. And the statistics really speak for themselves. You can see that 2016 to 2018, there were 1,595 Pakistani migrants who were granted citizenship because they had applied for it. 391 Afghanis of all religions were also granted citizenship by India. This is all MHA's data that we are quoting. Also in 2019, 40 Afghanis were granted Indian citizenship as per the MHA. In 2019, 712 Pakistani migrants were made Indian citizens as well. 566 Muslims were granted citizenship in the last 5 years. This as per the MHA data of 2019 as well. And there are so many other data that I can continue to quote for you. However, let me put that question across to Shalini Ali. Can it be a sustainable attack to say that this government is anti-Muslim and has spurred Islamophobia in India?
See, firstly, let's try and understand that within the past 4 years, let's make it 8 years, we've seen a difference in the society itself. We've seen it. We've seen the difference in our country. We've seen it internationally also. Now, there are few fragments who do lead to believe and who are actually making the others believe also that the Muslims in our country have been under terrible attack. And the saffron color, like I said, the barriers that have been created, the saffron color is totally against the Islamic people, the state of Islam all over the world, and most importantly, the Muslims in India. It's all a notion, because we have seen the voting percentage by Muslims have increased in our country. That means they have accepted the process of elections, they are voicing their opinions, and they are very nicely and peacefully moving towards bringing in a lot of unity in our country. The main question that comes in is that, is India a symbol of unity and diversity, or is it the diversities that have brought about the unity in our country? And we have seen it. In ancient India, we've seen the Aryans. In ancient India, we've seen the Turks. In ancient India, we've seen the Mughals. In ancient India, we have seen that this country has always accepted everyone. They have accepted each and every person in this. Let me have a say. Let me just complete. I'm not talking anything which is written off the...
Let the lady at least finish. Let's not be so intolerant to stop her from speaking.
I mean,
go ahead.
Come down to the basic fundamentals. For example, when there was a major issue regarding hijab, I mean, what was it that the government said? The government was not against it. The government was not for it. The government gave the people the right to choose. I mean, today when the country is burning over the issue of UCC, or yesterday when the government was burning over issues that okay, Yogi aayega, bulldozer Baba aayega, Muslimano ka khatma hoga. All these things are small fragments that have been created in the minds of people.
Small fragments.
I do agree, let me complete. I do agree there have been instances.
Yes.
Whereas they have been violent.
There have been instances, and I absolutely agree with you. However, Sayyid Jawad, here's my question to you. When Barack Obama had criticized India and its diversity, everyone leapt onto it and said, yes, he's absolutely right. Even the Western world has seen how democracy is being trampled upon. But today, when you have one of the leading voices of the Muslim community coming out and saying that India is a melting pot, India has seen diversity and cooperation, today, why is this Western vindication no longer being accepted, Sayyid Jawad, even by those who are from his community? He is, after all, the chief of the Muslim World League. Why is his voice now being dismissed?
Thank you so much for inviting me on this debate. My sister is saying that the Muslim community is happy right now in India. So इनके behalf पे अगर बात करूं, so have you seen there is so many incidents going on right now. You have seen so many mob lynching in India right now. Who they are? They are the Muslims. Mostly people are Muslims.
जिनके लिए punishments दी गए हैं.
You can see the incident and what the BJP leader are saying. कि गोली मारो सालों को, गद्दारों को and all that. जब lynch होता है, you have seen so many times lynching cases are coming there. So most of the people, the BJP government people are increasing them. उनको जाकर के support करते हैं. Most of the time you have seen so many slogan which is raised by the right wings people. जंतर मंतर पे देख सकते हैं आप जाकर के क्या नारे लगाए गए. उसके बाद बीजेपी समर्थक लोग क्या जाकर के कह रहे थे, तो उसके ऊपर कोई वॉइस करी जाती है. और जब लिंच होती है तो यही भारतीय जनता पार्टी के जो एमपीज होते हैं उनको जाकर के मालाएं पहनाते हैं. ये भी हमारे सामने इंसिडेंट है.
There are these instances which have put this question mark. Atikur Rahman, I'll give you just 10 seconds because you talked about the Dalit incident. After that, that man was instantly arrested. There was illegal construction at his home in Madhya Pradesh. His that place area, illegal construction was also raised. At the time, you had said that these are saffron bulldozers of hate, but when this man's home was raised, no one said that yes, it is an indiscriminate action for justice.
So Meghna, the Brahmin Samaj is supporting that fellow who peed on that Dalit. Anyways, coming to the minorities, the Muslims in particular, the constitutional rights which have been guaranteed by the makers of the constitution are being usurped for the Muslims by the present day government. What about that? The minority status of the Aligarh community.
Does Sheikh Issa's endorsement mean nothing to you? Atikur Rahman, does his endorsement mean nothing to you?
This endorsement was 14 years back. This present Modi government is trying to snatch this from the minority.
Well, it's ironical. When Barack Obama had an opinion on India, everyone conveniently latched onto it. But now, Sheikh Issa's opinion on India and its diversity is being summarily dismissed by the same ecosystem. However, thank you so much. Unfortunately, we're running out of time. However, I'd like to thank all our panelists for joining us without a short break.